Hi guys, welcome to Shai's Asana. We're gonna have another 30-minute flow today. If you have a block, please bring it to the top of your mat. If you don't have a block, you can just use like a couple of stacked books, a rolled up blanket or pillow, just something so that when you're in one of the balancing poses, you can reach down and have a little extra support. Of course, if you have none of those things, you can always bend your standing leg to get your fingers on the floor. All right, other than that, let's get started sitting down. So come all the way down, and I want you to put your legs out in front of you. Have your feet flexed. Get a really long spine here. This is Dandasana, staff pose. So we want to really feel the backs of our legs on the mat. Legs are together, straight if possible, with a really straight spine that's perpendicular to the floor. Just find yourself here and breathe. You can either rest your hands on your knees, on your thighs, or even on the mat beside you. And then begin your yogi breath, whatever that means for you, whether it's Ujjayi breath, if you're familiar with that or have that in your practice, or just breathing in and out through your nose for the rest of practice. Slow, deep breaths. Close your eyes for a moment and maybe set an intention. Let your eyes flutter open, and on your inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead, and I want you to feel the energy coming up through your arms as you bring them up. And exhale, bring them down. Inhale, feel the energy rise up through your side body, through your arms, up through your fingertips. Exhale, release that down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Feel the energy flow through your side body, all the way up and out through your fingertips. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. This time I want you to feel the energy start in your toes, wrapping down through the outsides of your legs, up through your abdomen, and as you inhale, finally coming up through your arms and shooting out through your fingertips. So do that again. Exhale, and on your inhale, just feel the energy coming through the side body, starting from the bottom, going to the top, and releasing out through your fingers. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, feel that energy come up. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, twist your torso to the right as you release your arms down by your sides so that the left hand comes to the outside of your right thigh and your right hand lands on the mat behind you. Just breathe here. Take a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, untwist your body and bring your arms overhead. Exhale, twist the other way as you release your hands down to the mat, bringing the right hand to the outside of the left thigh and the left hand behind you. Take a couple of breaths. Make sure you're still engaging your feet here by keeping them flexed. Backs of the legs are really rooting down into the earth. Inhale as you untwist your body and bring your arms overhead. We're going to feel some energy flows here. This time, when we inhale, bring your arms down while I explain this. Let the energy flow from the bottom of your left foot up through the left leg, and then cross your body across your chest and come out through your right arm. So inhale, feel that left leg energy come up. Bring your arms up, twist to the right, and feel the energy direct itself across your chest. And exhaling as it comes down through the right arm. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, feel the energy come up through the right foot, the right leg, cross the body, bring your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, and feel that energy come down and out through your left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms lift. Feel the energy come through the left side body, left leg, crossing your chest. And then exhale as you twist to the right. Release your arms down by your sides and feel that energy flow out down your right arm. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, release them by your sides. Inhale one more time, arms come up. Energy flows up through the right leg, crosses your chest, And you exhale, twist your torso to the left and let that energy flow out through your left arm behind you. Inhale, come back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, release your arms by your side. And now just push yourself up and find a tabletop position on your mat. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale as you drop your belly for cow. Exhale as you round your spine for cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your hips, lift your face. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, look at your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your spine, look down. Find neutral. Tuck your toes under, lift your kneecaps up, and then push your hips up and back, finding down dog. Walk your dog here by bending one knee at a time, straightening the other leg when the one knee is bent. Just walk it out a few times, finding some length. And then bend both knees pretty deeply so you can really stick your tailbone up high towards the ceiling. Then start to straighten out your knees, trying to bring those heels closer to the mat. Remember, you can keep your knees bent. You don't have to straighten them all the way. This is just an energetic cue. All right, inhale as you shift your weight forward into plank, shoulders over wrists. Hold it here. Take another breath. Lower to your knees if you need to. And on your next exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway down, then lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes, keep your arms by your sides, and inhale, lift your head, heart, shoulders, cobra pose. Exhale, return to the mat. Extend your arms out in front of you. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, lift your arms. Exhale, return to the mat. Extend your arms behind you. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, lift the hands. Exhale, return to the mat. Bring your hands back outside of your chest. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, come up into cobra. Stay here as you breathe and feel a long line of energy starting from your heels, coming up the backs of your legs, then going through your back, up your spine, up through your neck, and finally up and out through the crown of your head. Exhale, release, come down. Extend your arms out in front of you. Inhale as you lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, lift the arms, lift the feet if you can. Stay here and try to feel an energetic flow from your tippy toes all the way up your body, shooting out through your fingertips. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands up by your sides so that your fingertips are pointing back behind you. On your next inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, lift the fingertips, lift the feet. And again, I want you to feel an energetic flow. Feel that energy coming up through your toes, through your heels, the backs of your legs, your spine, your neck, and finally out through the crown of your head. And exhale, release to the mat. Walk your hands beside your chest, push into the mat, come up through tabletop, then tuck your toes under, shift your hips up and back for down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step to the top of the mat in between your hands for your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back as your arms come overhead. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. So good. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back to plank. Hold on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, down dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop in between your hands with your feet, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees and slowly roll yourself up to standing this time. Feeling that energy rising up through your feet, through your legs, through your abdomen. Lift your arms. Feel the energy rise up all the way through your fingertips. And now exhale and bring your arms by your sides. So good. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back and down. Find chair pose. Really feel your heels rooted down here. Feel that connection between your heels and the earth beneath you. Feel that it's rooting you down, it's weighting you down. That's gravity pulling you, weighing those heels down, keeping that energy shifted into your heels. On your next inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Then exhale, twist your torso to the right, hooking the outside of your left elbow on your right knee. Now, as you stay here, I would like you to imagine the energy flowing up the left side of your body, starting on your left foot, coming up all the way to your left hip, then crossing your body at your chest and rising up through your right shoulder and then shooting out through your right elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist your torso to the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And now we're going to do the opposite side. Just imagine an energetic flow coming through the bottom of your right foot, flowing up the outside of your right leg into your right hip, and then crossing your body across your chest, coming to your left shoulder, and then finally shooting out your left elbow. One more breath here. Then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step your feet to the back of the mat, plank pose. Hold it, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips shift up and back, down dog. So good. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend your right knee and bring it to your nose. Then step the right foot in between your hands. It'll land closer to your right thumb. Turn your back heel down onto the mat, so your left foot is facing the top left corner of your mat. Then lift your torso up and raise your arms for warrior one. Hips are square here. They're facing forward. Make sure you've got some distance in between your heels, so you're on skis, not on a tightrope. On your next inhale, I want you to open your heart and look up slightly. Feel a rounding of your spine, a little back bend. Try to bring your biceps closer to your ears, in line with your ears rather than in front of them. Feel the curvature of your spine here. Feel the one long line coming from the bottom of your left foot, going and traveling up the left leg through the spine that is curving, then back towards that left foot, coming up through the crown of the head, out through the arms and the fingertips. All right, come back to center. Inhale here, and then exhale as you bow your torso forward, stopping at about 45 degrees, so that you feel your arms continuing the long line from your back leg here. So you have one long diagonal line from your left foot up through your fingertips. Good. Now return your hands all the way down to the mat, framing that right foot, and then straighten the right leg, finding pyramid pose. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, maybe bow a little further forward. Everything okay? Should we start over? Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, bow forward. Inhale, find your length, and exhale, bow. Then I want you to start walking your hands back a little bit if you've walked them out. Really lift your spine here. Find a long spine from your tailbone to your crown. Then try to lift your arms up so that your biceps are by your ears. They're straight out in front of you. Now from here, lower your left hand to the mat. Lift your right arm to the sky as you twist your torso to the right. Take another breath in our twisted Trikonasana. And then return your right hand to the mat. Put a bend in your right knee now and walk your hands a little bit forward in front of your right foot. Push all of that weight into the right side as you lift the left leg up behind you, coming up to standing splits, straightening the right leg and straightening the left leg. Left foot is flexed, left knee points down at the mat. Good. Now walk your right hand out in front of your right foot, maybe grabbing that block or that pillow if you have it. Then start to turn your left toes to the left, opening the hip up, and extend your left arm to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can stay here, or if you want, try to extend that left arm over your head so you're reaching those left fingertips towards the front of the room, creating one long line from your left heel to your left fingertips. On your next inhale, start to bend your right knee, and then exhale as you step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into extended side angle. So bring your right elbow on top of your right knee, or your right hand can be down on the mat in front of your right foot. Keep that left arm reaching towards the front of the room, so you still have that long line from your left heel to your left fingertips. Try to open your chest here. And then straighten your right leg, coming into extended side, into Trikonasana, but with your left arm extended towards the front of the room. Hand can be on your shin or block your right hand. Then raise your left hand up towards the ceiling and just feel the difference there. Do you notice a difference between the energetic flow when your arm was extended towards the front of the room versus when it's extended towards the ceiling? All right, put a bend back in that right knee, look down at the mat, release your left hand to the mat, frame your foot with both hands and pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back. Find down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring the left knee to the nose and then step the left foot in between the hands. It'll be closer to the left thumb. Release your right heel onto the mat so your right toes point outward a little bit. Find your stability and then lift your torso up and raise your arms for warrior one. Making sure you've got square hips here. They're squared off, pointed at the front of the room. Just breathe. Then on your next inhale, I want you to reach your arms up as you open your chest, finding a back bend and feeling that flow of energy from the bottom of your right heel up through your back body and shooting out through your arms. Return to center. Tilt your torso forward about 45 degrees, finding one long line from heel to fingertips. On your next exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing the left foot, and straighten the left leg. Find pyramid pose. Maybe walk your hands out a little further forward, bringing your forehead closer to your knee. On your next inhale, walk your hands back a little bit so they're just framing that left foot and push the mat away so you can lift your torso so it's about parallel to the mat. Then can you lift your arms up so that they're next to your ears? Then release your right hand down to the mat and extend your left arm to the sky for your revolved Trikonasana pose. Twisting your torso to the left. Try to keep your hips even here. Try not to stick your hips out to the left just because you're turning to the left. Take another breath. And then return that left hand down to the mat. Put a bend in your left knee. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Walk your hands forward a little bit and then push all that weight forward into your left leg as you lift your right leg up behind you for standing splits, squaring out those hips. Both legs are straight, right foot is flexed. All right, walk your left hand out in front of your left foot, maybe on that block or pillow or blanket, whatever you have there. Pushing into the mat, open your hip to the right, so your right toes turn out to the right. Extend your right arm to the sky for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Stay here or play around with extending your right arm over your head, reaching towards the front of the room with those fingertips. And find that energetic flow of energy from heel to fingertips. Making sure to keep your chest open here. All right, put a bend in your left knee as you step the right foot to the back of the mat. Keep your torso where it is. Maybe that left elbow comes on top of the left knee, or the left hand can land in front of the left foot on the mat for extended side angle. Keep reaching towards the front of the room with that arm that's over your head. Find that long line of energy. Then start to straighten your left leg, bringing your left hand to your shin or to the block. Keep that right arm reaching forward. Then reach the right arm to the sky for our traditional Trikonasana pose. Just notice if you notice any difference in the energetic flow. Now that you don't have one long line, you have a line that's now broken, basically where the armpit is. Just notice it in your body. Then bend your left knee, turn your torso down as you release your right hand to the mat, pivoting onto the ball of your back foot. Both hands frame the left foot now. Step back into plank. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back as you come into down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat in between your hands for your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back as your arms come overhead. And then exhale, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back and down, find chair. Lift up your heels and come onto your tippy toes. And just hold it here. See if you can come up really high on those tippy toes. Staying up on the balls of your feet, start to release your hips lower very slowly until you bring your hips all the way down on top of your heels. And then release your heels onto the mat, releasing your hips down, finding a seat. Roll your back all the way down onto the mat. Keep your knees bent here. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Hands are by your side. And make sure that your knees are a little bit behind your ankles here, because when we lift our hips up into bridge, you want your knees to be stacked over your ankles. And they naturally move forward a little bit, the knees, when you come up. All right, so inhale as you peel up the bottom base of your spine, your tailbone, your bottom back, mid back, that comes up. Hips lift, push into your bridge pose. And from here, I want you to feel the energy coming from the crown of your head, flowing through your neck, through your chest, on the top of your chest maybe, through your abdomen, through your hips, and then shooting out your thighs and your knees. Keep breathing. And just keep coming back to that directional pattern, that energetic movement. Just imagining that energy coming through the crown of your head, going down your shoulders, your chest, your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, and finally out through your knees. Take a couple more breaths here. Slowly start to roll down. Base of your spine is the last to meet the mat. And then let the knees just knock in together. Take a breath. And now decide whether you're going to take bridge again or you can take wheel. So take wheel only if it's in your practice. I wouldn't recommend doing it for the first time without some assistance or guidance. All right, either way, we start the same way. Hips, knees or hips width distance, and we're going to push up with our glutes first, lifting the bottom part of our body, lifting our hips up, lifting the entire bottom part of the body up and the back, all the way up to the shoulder blades. Then if you're taking wheel, you put the hands on the mat beside your ears with the fingertips facing your shoulders, and then once everything is lifted up to your shoulder blades, then you can push into the mat, lifting your shoulders and your head. And you can stay here or you can walk your feet in a little closer. If you're in bridge, feel that same energetic pattern we felt before. If you're in wheel, see if you can feel the energy coming through your toes, all the way through the front side of your body, the front of your calves, then your thighs, then your hips, your abdomen, your chest, then your shoulders going down through your arms into the ground again. A big wheel of energy. And then slowly return to the mat the way you came in. Let the knees knock in together, or you can bend the knees and bring them in towards the chest and give them a squeeze. Extend the left leg long on the mat and bring the right leg up towards the sky. Straighten it if you can. You can keep it bent. Grab the outside of the right shin with your left hand and extend your right arm to the side so it's in a T, or cactus it if you don't have enough space. And then leaving the left leg long on the mat, pull the right leg across your body down towards the left, finding a spinal stretch. Twisting our spines here. Try to melt your right shoulder down into the mat. Can you feel the energetic line from your left toes, riding up through the left leg into the left hip, then crossing your body at your abdomen and flowing out through your right shoulder and your right arm and your right fingertips. Untwist your body, come back to center as that right leg lifts back into the sky. Then bend the right knee and extend the right leg long on the mat. Straighten out your body if it's shifted a little and bring the left knee into your chest. Then extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Grab the outside of the left leg wherever you can reach with your right hand as you extend your left arm out to the left. Pull that left leg across your body to the right, bringing it down towards the mat and keeping your left shoulder grounded or melting into the mat. We're on the other side, so just again try to imagine that energy going from the right heel through the body, crossing at the torso, and exiting out the left arm. Slowly come back to center. Left leg lifts towards the ceiling. Bend the left knee, and now bring both knees back into your chest. Really pull them in tight, but keep your neck on the mat. Keep your back on the mat, pulling your knees towards your chest for Apanasana, wind removing pose. Try to pull them in a little closer. Maybe wrap your forearms around your shins. Trying to release those hip flexors. Maybe for a brief moment, even play around with lifting your head and tucking it into the ball. So you bring your forehead close to your knees. Just a little ball of energy all rolled up, all rolled into one little piece. Hold it. And then exhale, release your head. Release your legs. Extend the legs long on the mat. Open the feet up, hips width distance, and bring your arms by your sides with the palms facing up. Close your eyes. Start to let everything melt away. Let go of your breathing patterns that you've developed during the practice and just return to a very normal, easy breath movement. Let the shoulder blades melt down into the mat. Maybe you find you need some space between your arms and your rib cage so you can move them out a little bit further, make it a little wider. Make space for yourself. Maybe just check in and see if you feel any particular energy in your body. Maybe you feel more energy in your body, or maybe less, I'm not sure, but you just check in and see if you feel something different. And then we'll take a few moments quiet in Shavasana. Slowly bring yourself back into this space, and then find yourself in a seated position, getting into it whatever manner feels good to you. Keep your eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you perhaps recall your intention, or maybe just feel yourself in your body. Find an awareness of where you are and what you feel. Continue to breathe. Then on your next inhale, extend your arms overhead. Bring the palms to touch and feel the energy between your hands as you bring them down in front of your heart center. And then releasing the touch of your palms, just cross both palms on top of your heart. See if you feel anything. Thank you for practicing with us today. Namaste.